Memeulous, my favourite beta male, has made another video on me. He lies to his viewers and he tells them to be happy so that he doesn't hurt their feelings. I'm sorry if I hurt the feelings of Memeulous' viewers, but if you're happy right now, you're not going to succeed. So I'm just going to smash out 1,000,000 push-ups real quick, and then I'm going to go upstairs and we are going to reply to Memeulous and make it 2-0 to Jake.
I love how like all the alpha males point to like, oh, eating good is like a sign of success, or like something that can direct you in the direction of success. Direct you in the direction. I'm waffling, but anyway, something that can like steer you on the right path to success. I'm just gonna say, eating healthy is not going to make you more successful. It'll make you feel better within yourself, which I guess could, put you on that path. But up until maybe like 3 years ago, I ate like shit. And I was still motivated enough to make like a video every day or every other day. And they did well. So like, I don't know. That's just me, I guess. But also, so many successful people eat like shit, don't they?
So this really depends on how you class success, because from my definition of success, if you're massively obese and you can't control your eating habits, then I would not class you as successful at all. My definition of success is being great in every single aspect. So being strong, being rich, being articulate, being confident, being physically capable, all of that, all of it. That is all success to me. Maxing out every single stat. Being just rich to me isn't successful. Being just strong isn't successful. Being just confident isn't successful. For me to succeed, you have to max out every single stat.
I mean, not everyone hates their job, mate. Not everyone hates their job.
Alright, this is just complete right? Everyone that works a 9 to 5, an average job, right, gets tired. Say yes, and say yes before you edit or cut your video. Alright, now, remember when you were a kid, or even now if you still play video games, you would stay up all night playing these video games. You would be tired to and you would still stay up and play these video games because it was so fun. And for like sporty kids or kids that played in football teams, you would literally play football for as long as you possibly could. And then your legs would ache like hell, but you would just forget about that and you just want to keep on playing football. That is truly enjoying what you are doing. So find me someone who works one of these average jobs, a 9 to 5, that will go work their job while their body is completely they're aching, they're tired to hell. They're tired as hell. And for this one shift, they're not even going to get paid. Because they enjoy their job, they're going to go do it, right? And they're not going to do it for the reward, because what you're saying is there's people out there that the reward for them is doing the job. So find me someone who will do that, and then I'll back off on that point and you win that point. But until then, I will never agree that there is truly people that enjoy a 9 to 5 average slavery job.
Right, but do you enjoy uploading Joe Rogan clip all the time?
Firstly, George, just to clear up, I completely stopped doing Joe Rogan clips like 2-3 months ago. I don't do Joe Rogan clips anymore. The only account where I do clips like that is Fighters Hub, where I post UFC videos just so I can be on top of the game for Growth Academy and I can update anything. But for your question, do I enjoy Joe Rogan clips? I enjoy the progress, and I make progress every single day. And just that feeling of the progress and knowing I'm getting better every single day I attack that list, and every single day I complete what's on it and do more. It fuels me. Whereas a normal job, there isn't any progress to make.
I'm saying on holidays now. What do you mean unsuccessful people plan holidays to have something to look forward to? I mean, yes, but everyone does that, don't they?
Let's plan going out next week, because I need something to look forward to throughout the next week.
But yeah, yes, that's like a normal thing, like planning something to look forward to. That's a normal thing, man.
So let me give you an example. When you were in school and it's coming up to the summer holidays, and it's the last week of school before the summer holidays, the only thing you can think about in that last week is literally just the fact that it's summer holidays within a week. Or if, for example, it's 2 a.m. and your school day ends at 3:30 a.m. All you can think about, you're sitting there in the class, you're staring at the time, and all your mind is focused on, and all your mind can think about in that time is the end of the day. what you're going to do at the end of the day, and how much you cannot wait for school to end. So even though during that last hour and a half of school, or during that last week before the summer holidays, you're bored to death and you know you hate school. Most people hate school. And during that time you're bored to death, you hate school, but you're so focused on the fact that it's the summer holidays within a week, or that school's ending in an hour and a half, that you don't think about how boring and shit it is right now. So my point is, if you constantly give yourself things to look forward to, if the average person does that, it's going to distract them from the reality of their life, and it's going to make them not realise how shit their life actually is.
Yes, but not everyone can get rich. That's just the reality of it. Not everyone can get rich. Anyway, let's hear some more on.
Yes, they can. This is the biggest excuse ever, and this is literally just you saying this to not hurt your viewers' feelings and to make your viewers feel okay with not being rich.
You have to work a job. When you're an adult and you've got like a family or whatever, you have to work a job. That's the reality of it. And if you want to get rich or whatever, it would be a case of you spending a lot of your free time. Free time that you maybe don't have, or you're just knackered in that time. You're just like, I just want to chill. I'm happy with my life. I'm making decent money at my day job. I'm chill. I'm happy. I got my pension and all that. But like, so even have a chance at being rich, they got to spend so much time in like their evenings, neglect their family, neglect everything. Like if they got a small kid, they might not watch them grow up in the way they want to. They'll probably miss quite a lot.
Yeah, of course, adults have more responsibilities, but it doesn't make it impossible for them. It just makes it harder. So you're sitting here and you're saying they have to spend time with their kids, and if they do this, they're not going to be able to spend time with their kids. But there's always ways around it, and anything that says there's not a way around it is just an excuse. There is always a way around it. Like if you're an adult and you really want to get rich, then you'd do your 9 to 5, you'd come home, spend time with your family, and when everyone goes to bed, you'd stay up and work. If that means you have to get 5 hours of sleep every night, so be it. But if you truly wanted to get rich, you would work when they sleep.
Mate, you haven't worked a fucking day in your life. Imagine your life now, but you come home from a 12-hour shift and you then have to like edit your Joe Rogan clips and upload them. I
have actually worked a day in my life. Firstly, what I'm doing right now is more work than 99% of people do. It's probably not as mentally draining because I know that there's a result and there's progress to make, whereas people that work these other jobs, the only thing they're working for is an average wage. That's all they're doing it for. Whereas what I'm doing it for, there's so many more reasons and things that I'm doing it for. But a little story time, actually about 8 months ago, I was a pot washer. I was working in a bar/restaurant, pub, whatever you want to call it, and I was pot washing. I was waking up, doing an hour or two on Hostlers University, then I was getting on my biking 20 minutes to this restaurant, doing pot washing for four hours, something like that. Then I'd bike home, another 20-minute bike ride. In my break, I would get back on Hostlers University. I'd work for about 2 hours, the break was. Then I'd get back on my bike, another 20-minute ride back to the pub, do another pot washing shift, and then sometimes this shift would, and then I'd get back on my bike and I'd bike another 20 minutes home and get back on Hostlers University. I did that for about the last 2 months of working that job, so I definitely have worked a day in my life. And on top of all that, I was also doing an hour of training, so lifting weights, fight training, whatever it was. I was doing an hour every single day on top of all of that as well.
Eradicate happiness! That's such a strong way of saying it. Don't just get rid of it. Eradicate it. Eradicate happiness. That's the worst advice I've ever had. I'd argue most of the things we do are for the end goal of happiness. So everyone is chasing happiness. You're chasing happiness, I hope.
There are many, many reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. There are many, many reasons why other successful people do what they do. There are many other reasons why people on the same journey as me, or people that have been on the same journey as me, have done what they've done. There's so many reasons attached to it. And many of them, over 50%, not being for myself. But yeah, of course the result is going to bring you happiness and enjoyment, right? But the idea is that you don't chase happiness today. Because if you chase happiness today, you're going to eat bad foods, you're going to go out, you're not going to work. If you chased happiness all day, every day, Memeulous, you wouldn't ever make a YouTube video. So after that, I think it is fair to say that it is 2 to me and 0 to Memeulous. Memeulous, you just need to adopt my mindset and become an absolute animal. And that's all there is to say, really. But seeing as I'm your favourite alpha male, I think you should definitely send me that teddy bear.